Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. So we've just defeated the Wit, and I thought that the Wit always had a key, because I thought that was something that I was told before, but I killed the Wit, but unfortunately no key. So it must only be a chance that he has a key. Alright, so I have two choices here. Climb the steps. I have not been up these steps, or I could go through the door on the left. I believe if I go through the door on the left, I come to the red pool, and I have the chalice. And I actually want to be able to use the chalice here, because I've never seen what happens if you do. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the door on my left, if I'm remembering what's here. Now, the problem with doing this is I don't get to see what's over here because I can't backtrack. You've entered a large circular chamber. The most striking feature here is a large stone bowl. It is filled with a dark, rich red liquid, which is bubbling vigorously. Aside from the mysterious-looking pool, there is also a spiral staircase set behind the pool, another entrance opposite you, and a hole in the floor. I suddenly feel the urge to drink from this pool. What will you do? I'm going to fill the chalice you found earlier, because I just want to know what this does. When you see a prompt and you can't do it before, and then you get the chalice, and you're like, oh, I want to know what that does now. You're kind of compelled to do it, so I got to fill the chalice you found earlier. Gingerly, you take your chalice and dip it into the bubbling red liquid and fill it. The liquid is sticky and rather warm, and when you smell it, you realize what it is. You now have a chalice filled with blood. Well, I'm not going to drink from it then. I guess we head north then? There is a place you can use the blood. Climb the stairs and find yourself in a dark crypt of some kind. At one end is an altar, and various coffins are strewn about the room. I don't know if I really want to fight the vampire here. There's an opening on the wall through to another room on your left. I'm just going to leave through the opening. I don't think there's a point in confronting the vampire here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go upwards. Because downwards, no. I've done that. Don't want to do it again. As you climb the last steps, you are dwarfed by a dark shrine to the first Lord of Chaos, Death himself. The grim, imposing statue is holding a large bowl that represents the entire universe held in his grasp. Looks as though he is demanding a sacrifice. Death looks beastly. Only I could catch him. We're going to pour the blood in the statue's bowl. Alright. You pour the contents from the pool of blood into the large bowl Death statue is holding. The blood begins to roil and boil. But aside from that, nothing else seems to happen. With nothing else to do, you leave the mysterious shrine. Alright, so if I hadn't have done that, I would have had a combat. But I believe I got a reward for that combat, so hard to say which is the right course of action, although I don't know if that reward happens every single time. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. Well, I don't think there's a point in going this way, so we're just going to continue up the steps. The narrow staircase is cut into the rock, and there are about 20 steps leading up. At the top of the step, a passageway leads you into a large open chamber. This chamber stinks of putrefying flesh. The smell is so bad that you're tempted to turn back. 3 bodies lie in the chamber. You may either search the bodies or tiptoe quietly through the room. I'm looking forward to leaving this place of evil. Now, I've searched the second body. I'm kind of curious. What's on the first body? You find a handful of gold pieces in the pockets of the corpse. Okay. Let's search the third body. As you search the third body, you try to avoid looking at the terrible face, gray and decomposing. Maggots crawl from its nose and mouth. You jump back, startled when its eyes suddenly flick open. Just in time, you avoid a vicious slash from its long, sharp fingernails. It quickly springs to its feet and eyes you with a sadistic leer spreading across its mouth. You step back and draw your weapon. The creature now standing before you is a semi-decayed man. Its quick eyes dart from side to side, watching you. So you can get away searching the first body, but not the second or the third. His long tongue flashes out with a hissing noise. His teeth and nails are sharp, and he doesn't seem to be afraid of your weapon. Another one of the corpses rises to join it. there are ghouls. Right, the ghouls. Alright, they're right on top of me, unfortunately. And I don't recall how they attack. I could try and backpedal and hope that they can't hit me. There's no guarantee that will work. Alternatively, I could move here, but that would put me in pretty much the same position. Let's move. Might be wrong. He's going to attack me. The other guy's going to move. If I move here, I probably will be safe. Let's backpedal. Yeah, I'm fairly confident I know how these guys attack. I'm going to go ahead and do my stunning slash here. Oh, I guessed wrong there. Alright, let's go ahead and do our killing blow. Alright, I gotta meet this one head on. Otherwise, I'll get into a situation I can't do much with. Let's go ahead and just attack him. I'm fairly certain he can't hit me where he is. He's gonna come in front of me. Let's do a stunning slash. He might be immune to it. Or not. Go ahead and follow him. Alright, he has no choice but to move in a direction I can hit him. Got him. Alright, we managed to get out of that. I would say some of that was luck, but you've defeated the ghouls. The ghoul twitches and dies at your feet. You search its body and find little of interest. A couple of earrings are in one of its pockets. I guess we can take the earrings. I don't know what these do, but might as well. You take the dull metal earrings and try to rub off some of the grime. Then you put them in your pack. What do you do now? Search the second body. Search the pockets of the other body and find some gold pieces in a bottle of liquid. You quickly pocket the gold pieces. Forget what the liquid does. I don't remember it being bad. I remember it being good, but it was holy water, wasn't it? Let's try some of the liquid. The liquid is smooth and watery, and as you drink it, you begin to glow. You feel euphoric and a little drunk at the same time. Your confidence grows and your weariness disappears. The bottle contains holy water, blessed by the priest, the overpriest of Kain-la-Shema. It has restored your stamina to full strength. In addition to this, your skill is restored to its initial value. Good. Alright, so we're at full stats here. Let's go ahead and leave the room. Leave the chamber, walk down a short passageway, and reach a staircase going up. At the top of the stairs, the passage turns sharply to the east. As you pause to get your bearings, you hear a cracking in the rock behind you. You spin around in time to see a heavy portcullis drop to seal off the passageway behind you. Following the path forward, you discover a bench where you are able to rest. A set of stairs lead upward, and a strange light can be seen coming from up the corridor. We're going to, of course, rest on the bench. There's no backtracking, so why not take advantage of it? All right, let's follow the stairs upward. Stepping into a tall pillared room, you're stunned by its centerpiece. In the middle of the room stands a large, intricate glass globe. Inside the globe appears to be a complex maze, constantly twisting and rotating. As you look closer, there seems to be tiny figures inside the maze. Most impressive construction. I wonder what it does. The maze seems to get larger before your eyes, and an intense light suddenly begins to shine. Before you know what is happening, the dazzling light has completely overwhelmed you. You feel dizzy and collapse to the floor. You fall unconscious. Bright light that surrounds you fades, and you appear in a square-shaped room paved with strange purple flagstones. You feel lightheaded and highly disoriented. Bizarre crystalline structures surround you, and you have a distinct feeling that you are now somehow within the globe you encountered, as many of the features around you match those that you saw. Shaking off your disorientation, you decide to take a look around. There is an archway on your left, and behind you, and beyond it, you see some steps leading upwards. There is also a crystal plinth situated next to the archway that looks interesting. The only other exit from the room seems to be a large archway facing you. We'll go ahead and investigate the plinth. The small crystal plinth is about the size of a dwarf, and it sparkles with an ethereal quality. It looks as though the plinth holds 3 crystal rods inserted into circular slots. One of these slots has a rod sitting proud from it. Let's go ahead and go into the archway now. Okay, so this This time we don't have the goblin sitting right in front of us like we did in the last couple playthroughs. So we can go north or south. Let's go south. Corridor makes a sharp turn. Go east. Got a T-junction. Let's go north just to confirm. But we do have a room. As you walk into this small room, you can hear crying. On the floor in front of you, you see a large shape which looks like an ogre lying on its back. It is either sleeping or dead. Laying across the top of the ogre with their back to you is someone or something dressed in orcish armor. The sobbing and wailing appears to be coming from them. You know, I always ask what the problem is. This time I'm going to examine the two creatures more closely. You carefully walk around the creatures. On closer inspection, you can see that this is definitely an orc of some description, and they are very upset. The ogre appears peaceful and apart from blank, open eyes and swollen tongue hanging from its maw. You would assume that it was sleeping. The orc senses your presence, but is too mournful to care about you. Let's ask what the problem is. Alternatively, we could just kill the thing. I'm actually curious if we attack the orc, if the ogre, like, wakes up. Let's attack the orc. Never done that before. Irrespective of your feelings, this is still one of the Zagor's minions, and you can't trust it for a second. Fight the orc. Alright, we're gonna play it safe. Stay out of range. Okay, it's gonna attack again. I'm gonna move. Okay, so it's moving. I'm gonna try a killing blow in front of me. So this is a pretty tough opponent. It's gonna be hard to guarantee staying out of its reach. We're gonna have to roll off with it and roll well, which we did. Okay, he's gonna move there, so we'll hit him as he moves. Okay, we took one hit there. Tough opponent. You had defeated the orc. The orc's body lies dead and cold on the ground. Next to the body of the ogre, these two pitiful creatures are now nothing more than victims of Zagor's cruel maze, and you played a part in their untimely end. You notice a strange piece of metal lying near the body of the ogre. It appears to be some kind of handle. Genocide run, but nobody came. Alright. Continue onward. Did we get the, winch handle? Yeah, we did. Okay. That was not clear. Let's go west. I'm gonna go up this way. Go north. Go east. Go east. You step into a room with only one exit. In the center of the room is a statue of Sinla, the goddess of luck and fate, much like the one found in the town of Anvil. Examine the statue. The statue has been roughly hewn out of a very large piece of rock and dominates this room. You walk around it to see if there are any secret compartments. You've spent enough time in Firetop Mountain to know that all is not what it seems. As your hand brushes over the large dice in Sinla's hand, a disembodied voice booms out the following. You have awoken me, adventurer, for I am a genie. I have been cursed to reside inside the accursed statue, the ghastly sister of Titan. Please release me from Chila. You may know her as Gred or Sinla. Okay. Let's agree. The genie is ecstatic at your choice. This is wonderful news. Good, good. It is quite simple. I grant you a wish and I am released. You must choose a wish, but choose wisely, adventurer. Your fate may be bound in ways that you cannot foresee. Genie continues. You may wish for the following. Okay, so I have tried valuable companionship, and that was bad. Surprising luck may be bad. I'm going to say useful advice. Because how could advice go wrong, right? Useful advice. Your wish is my command. You wish for advice. But how much I can give to you depends on how adventurous you have been so far. My first piece of advice, it's best to keep an eye on Zagor. And that's all I have for you. Alas, I am unreleased and cursed to remain here. But you can now continue, bold adventurer, with your newfound knowledge. First piece of advice, it's best to keep an eye on Zagor. Okay. You decide to leave this room as soon as possible. The average genie is not known for being this kind, and you do not want to outstay your welcome. Okay, so we'll go north. Ha! Come to a crossroads, with paths leading off in all directions. You're surrounded on all sides by the strange crystalline shapes that appear dotted around this strange place. In the center of the crossroads, hanging from a rope, is a small cage. There is a goblin sitting in the cage, with its legs dangling through the bars. Strangely, it looks as though the rope is not being held up by anything and disappears in the darkness. You also notice a metal box on the ground directly below the cage. Go ahead and examine the box. You bend down on one knee and examine the box. It is fixed into the purple pavings on the floor and has a carved hole in it with a small notch carved in the top of it. It looks as though something could be slotted into it. Perhaps this will help lower the cage. If you don't have the thing you need, have a bit of a wander, the goblin shouts out down from above. Insert the winch handle and begin to turn. Turning the winch, you can hear some kind of clanking mechanical noise coming from somewhere beneath your feet. The cage begins to drop down in a jerking motion, which makes the goblin jump up to its feet and grip the bars. Crikey! You was doing it! Of all the times, had to be on my shift, didn't it? The goblin shouts anxiously. Within a few minutes, the cage thuds down on the floor, and the sound echoes around the room. The goblin jumps out of the cage, gripping a crystal shard in one hand and a short sword in the other. Let's fight the goblin. This goblin is a little asshole, and it's going to be tough for me to deal with him, because when he attacks, he moves, and he can attack diagonal and straight, so probably my best chance here is just to do a straight attack here. I'm going to move back. Okay, he's going to move. Now, he's a goblin, so he usually sidesteps. This is going to be tough. It's going to be a lot of me trying to figure out exactly where he's going to end up. One thing I could do is hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm facing the right way. Fortunately, my only attack can only hit one space. Let's move. We're going to be at this for a long time if we continue to allow him to do whatever he wants to do. Alright, he can't possibly hit me, so I'm just going to do a normal attack. Alright, his dodges are limited. Doesn't mean that we'll avoid the damage. And I actually don't know if I'll get a clash with him if he swipes at me, so... The goblin is much better handled if you have a range attack. Fortunately for me, I just hit him with the stun. Oh, now I gotcha. We're going to have to make a guess here. Unfortunately, that was the wrong guess. I'm going to move here. Attack there. We got him one time. He might fall here. Let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, I got him. We're going to have to go with the guess here. Unfortunately, no, but he is going to go here. Got him. He's really tough with a character that's close in. Range attacks could deal with him much easier. But we defeated the goblin. Reach down and grab the crystal shard from the hand of the goblin. It's smeared in green blood. The goblin's eyes slowly open. I did a good job, huh? Then it closes them for a final time and breathes its last. You check around the room, but there's nothing else of interest in or around the cage. With your prize, you decide to leave. Exits go in all directions. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go west just to confirm that there's nothing over here. Alright, let's go north. You, the purple flagstones, continue until you hit a brick wall ahead and disappear underneath. The only option is to go back. We're looking for the Minotaur at this point. The Minotaur has the other crystal. Possible we'll just hit a dead end here. Yeah. Let's a different route. Let's avoid the genie. I don't know what will happen if we go in there again. Turn back at the crossroads, which contained the goblin you fought earlier, the cage and the winch. You can hear the sound of chattering, and you suddenly notice another goblin trying to hide behind the body of its kin. Let's attack the goblin. You rush in to attack the goblin, taking it by surprise. It tries to jump up onto the body of its fallen comrade and throw a small knife towards you. You're too quick and parry the knife from its hand. So sneaking up on it might have not accomplished anything. So we fight a goblin every time we enter here, I guess. Alright, so we've got another annoying fight. This goblin appears to attack the same way. And as a matter of fact, it looks like he's holding the crystal as well. Which is wrong. Okay, he's surely going to attack me. Question is where he's going to attack. Let's take a risk here. I hate this. Problem is, whenever he moves normally, but he can't attack next to him, right? Oh, the little bastard. Looks like he always cues a move. Oh, he pushes you out of the way, a little punk. Alright, we're gonna do the stunning slash here. Alright, that didn't do me much good, but I'm gonna killing blow his ass. How you like that, little punk? Move back. It's a very methodical fight. It possibly just repeats over and over again the same things. I'm just gonna stay put this time. Haven't moved to me. Alright, we're gonna take a gamble here. Move. Can't attack there. Aha! Let's do a stunning slash. There we go. Got him. Alright. Just an annoying fight. We defeated the goblin. The goblin defeated you. I've done all you can here, so I decided to leave. I bet you every time I go in there, there's another goblin and another goblin and another goblin. The bodies just pile up. Alright, let's go north. Go east. Oh, I didn't want to run into this. Pathway enters a small room, continues at the far side through a large archway. As you walk into the room, there's a sudden tremor from either side of you. 4 large ghostly white hands loom out of the darkness. You are in the danger of being trapped by ghostly hands. Now, you can run past them, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to draw my weapon and fight them off. These things are tough, though. You decide to stand your ground and take on these strange ethereal entities. Fight the ghostly hands. And the problem is, every time you walk through here, you get attacked by them. Just kind of like how that goblin event is happening over and over again. I think the only place I'm actually safe is the spot I'm in right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a normal attack. I believe they all shook. I can't guarantee being safe anywhere, so I'm just going to attack again. Alright, they're all going to move now. So I got to pick my poison. What do I want to do here? There's no way to hit 2 of them, I don't think. And none of them are going to move directly in front of me. I think I still need to do a stunning slash and hope that it actually works on these things. No, they're immune. Which is unfortunate. Because that means I'm going to get absolutely spanked here. I'm going to move here, though, because that mitigates the damage. Of course it would do that. And again, I have no choice here. Killing blow straight ahead. That actually worked, luckily for me. I already know that stunning attack doesn't work. So, I'll just do a normal attack here. Might as well damage it while I can. Alright, it's going to be safe if I back up. Which is wise. I'll just do a normal attack. Alright, all 3 of them are going to move. These 2 might shove each other, so I'm going to attack here, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Let's move. We might be able to move into a better position. Probably going to shove each other again, yeah. Okay, they're going to attack again. It looks like they have a pretty consistent pattern. 2 attacks, move. 2 attacks, move. 2 attacks, move. So, now that I've found that pattern, I'm just going to go ahead and attack. So if we back up, it won't hit me. Alright, I know that they're not going to attack here. Here's the move. Go ahead and killing blow. It's not necessary. Both of these guys are injured enough. Let's move here. Move again. Move here. We attack and kill it. Alright. I got through that one okay. I think I took 1 hit there, which I think was unavoidable. But I think I found the pattern for those guys. 2 attacks, move, 2 attacks, move, 2 attacks, move. So as long as you're aware of that pattern, I think you can manage to avoid it. And taking too much damage, that is. The small room is now eerily silent. You decide the best course of action is to push onwards through this place. Okay, we're going to go east because I don't want to go south. Alright, we found the Minotaur. Following the passageway, you open a door leading into a square room. Your eyes are immediately drawn to a large bowl filled to the brim with gold pieces. You spot a large clay vase. Exploring the rooms, you sift through the broken pottery and other debris. Suddenly you hear a heavy snorting and you sound behind you and quickly turn around. And honestly, I think this is actually a good point to put a cut in the video. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.